Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Let us invoke the salawat for our beloved Hazar Imam, Shah Rahim Al-Hussaini. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad and wa ali Muhammad. Over the last few days, I've been connecting with my friends and family, offering support, and frankly seeking solace for my own heart. As I saw those I love grapple with the physical transition of Imam Shah Karim alayhi salam, I heard reflections on the myriad of ways in which Imam had shown up in their lives. In some ways, Mawlana Shah Karim has quite literally saved our lives, extracting us from amidst war, in some cases saving our lives by feeding us when we were starving. For some, it was his vision and work in building infrastructure such that we could retain life-saving medical care. And for some of us, it was through his farmans that we felt so connected. Many of us have had this experience of walking into Jamaat Khana and hearing a farman and being awestruck that somehow the farman seemed to address our particular life circumstance in that moment, almost as if the farman that day was handpicked just for us. For others, he has shown up in ways that cannot quite be put into words. In those darkest times, in a feeling that no matter what has occurred, no matter the circumstance, we are held securely and we are loved unconditionally. What is it that makes this so? That no matter our various paths and ways of understanding, Mawlana Hazar Imam's love and protection is always with us. What makes it so that even in times throughout our history when the Imam has not been physically accessible, his love has been fresh within hearts? One way to understand this unconditional and unending love is through bayah. While we will see our leaders symbolically reaffirm the bayah on behalf of the global Jamaat as an act of allegiance, the bayah itself is also a joining or bonding of trust and love. This is a bond that can never be broken. As our Constitution tells us, this is a spiritual bond, a permanent bond. This bayah of love, while it takes beautiful outward forms, like we will see in the Homage ceremony, it is actually, in its essence, housed in our hearts. Imam Al-waeza alayhi salam, who lived in the 900s, so beautifully explained the nature of our bond with the Imam when he said, "Indeed, even when you are physically away from us, our souls are together, in our mutual love for each other and in our affection for you and in your affection to us. Whoever of you is not like that, he will not benefit from this closeness, as closeness cannot just be in physical terms, but also needs to be in spirit. Your souls are close to us, even if our bodies and locations are apart." The love that Imam Al-waeza alayhi salam spoke of in the 900s, or the love Imam Ali alayhi salam spoke of in the 600s, is the same love that Imam Shah Karim alayhi salam spoke of in 1964, less than 10 years into his imamat. He said, "My love for my Jamaat is a lot stronger than yours can ever be for me, and I would like you to remember this." In preparation for our leaders offering bayah on our behalf, let us reflect on this bond of love and consider how we want to house this bond of closeness, of trust, of love. How do we want to fill up our hearts with our intentions of love? Even though our bayah is not new, this special opportunity to reaffirm our bayah gives us an occasion to pause and intentionally reflect. Let us make sure that when we see our leaders offer bayah on our behalf, we are focusing our hearts and individual intentions toward this offering. Let that internal focus join in power with those sitting to our left and right, because this bayah also binds all of us together as Murids. While this occasion is deeply personal at its root, there is a historic significance to this moment. A formal homage to the Imam, especially at this juncture of transition, is a powerful demonstration, echoing our steadfast conviction from the time that our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ took the hand of Imam Ali alayhi salam at Ghadir Qum, and throughout our history to this very moment. It is as if we as a community of believers are saying, we acknowledge truth, we acknowledge justice, and we will stay steadfast to the rope of imamat regardless of time and place. In our history, we've been through periods where we could not always proclaim our truth without grave consequences. And yet we have persevered, we have adapted, and always under the protection of Imam-e-Zaman, we remain today as a community of conviction, paying homage just as our ancestors have done before us. May we keep holding to the rope of imamat today, tomorrow, and always, inshallah. Hazinda. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.